find is not feasible, we'll support others. Kalonzo is an option. We looked at his numbers, our numbers and other numbers, and it's doable. Raila's is even more exciting, yeah, because Raila already has 6.8 million. We only beat him by 200,000 votes. If we agree to support him, we could. I told you it's a possibility. With the 6.8 plus our 6, I've looked at his voting pattern. He normally votes between 10 and 11 a.m. If we agree to support him, before he votes, he'll be president. That you can take to the bank.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, you all know that the Kenyan politics, it's dynamic. You wake up today, this happens, tomorrow another one happens. So we don't know precisely what is going to happen. In real sense, it is very unpredictable. Even the analysis that we do here, we do based on what you are seeing these politicians are doing. Now, why am I saying that? Imagine we wake up today and then we find that Raila Amolo Odinga and Gachagua have had a meeting. What will happen in this country? When I was listening to Gachagua speak at KTN TV, something rang to my mind because he was constantly trying not to diminish Raila Amolo Odinga. First, he started by praising him, saying that Raila Amolo Odinga is a person of dignity. He has fought for multipartyism. He has fought for new constitution. He has fought for so many things in this country, and he has run for elections 5 times, and he respects him for that. He also added that in the AU, Raila Amolo Odinga, he was wishing Raila Amolo Odinga all the best. All the best. He even went ahead and give his own opinion that the reason as to why Raila Amolo Odinga failed, it's because of President William Ruto, whom the rest of the African presidents hate as we speak. So therefore, Gachagua was very clear that it's because of Ruto, that's why Raila Amolo Odinga lost. Now, Raila Amolo Odinga is known to have handshakes. And despite the politics we used to have, there was no serious thing that Raila Amolo Odinga and Gachagua have done to each other that can make Rigathi Gachagua completely and not to have a handshake with Raila Amolo Odinga. And the way we know Raila Amolo Odinga, he does not have these grudges when it comes to interest. Number one, if he decides to have a handshake, nobody can stop him. He had a handshake with Moi, he had a handshake with Kenyatta, he has had a handshake with William Ruto, and he had a handshake with Kibaki as well. So therefore, there's a possibility that Raila Amolo Odinga and Rigathi Gachagua can have a handshake. But now, when I listened to Rigathi Gachagua's language, he was seriously trying to gonganisha Raila Amolo Odinga and William Ruto. And that revised psychology that he was using, it is serious. Serious not just for Raila Amolo Odinga, because Raila Amolo Odinga and William Ruto can reason from a certain angle differently. But the supporters will have a different thinking. They'll just tell them, by the way, this could be the case. So therefore, Raila Amolo Odinga and Rigathi Gachagua, there's a possibility to have a handshake. It has not happened, therefore there's no much that I can talk about it. But however, I can be able to point out some few things here. In case there's a handshake between Raila Amolo Odinga, who is in danger? William Ruto, we all know that. Why? First of all, William Ruto does not have the number of MPs that he used to have before. If he loses the entire Mount Kenya members of parliament, and we all know the majority of them are shifting, the ground is shifting completely. And then, the ODM guys, you know, there are people you can't just tell them, do this. They listen to Baba. The other thing that we have to know is this. William Ruto does not have a base except Rift Valley Region. Then what does that mean to him? He has made himself very vulnerable. Before, I had done a video and said it here on this channel that William Ruto has made himself very vulnerable to an extent that he can be even impeached because he has put his life, political life, in Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Amolo Odinga's hands. If something happens right now, he will call Baba, even if it is 1 a.m. and ask him, Baba, are you getting this? What is happening? Because who else does William Ruto have? He has the power, but he does not have the capacity. Because members of parliament are significant. So if today Raila Amolo Odinga walks away with these 170 people, and then Rigathi Gachagua goes with these people, what will happen? What will happen? So therefore, we cannot rule out the fact that there's a handshake that can happen between Raila Amolo Odinga and Rigathi Gachagua if their interests merge. One of the reasons I'm saying that we cannot prevent that, if Gachagua indicates support for Raila Amolo Odinga, they seriously support him to be the president, what does that mean? It's going to be easier and faster to remove William Ruto from power, because Mount Kenya plus Raila Amolo Odinga support, that is almost 10 plus million votes that are going to work. And it will be very early in the morning confirmed. And William Ruto will walk out to Sugoi and enjoy himself, or probably in Kilgoris, Narrow County. And that's how it's going to end. But the fact remains, as we speak today here, is that Raila Amolo Odinga and William Ruto, they are working together closely. But William Ruto must work very hard to impress Raila Amolo Odinga, his supporters, and his members of parliament. And therefore, the issue to do with the speaker seat, the issue to do with what you call the majority leader, minority leader in parliament must be sorted out. The issues of cabinet secretaries, the issues of projects in this country, they must be sorted out. Because I feel when it comes to development, you cannot deny Mount Kenya because they don't have a leader up there. No, they have their rights to get the development projects. The development projects that I've stored there are basically some money from the taxpayers' money has been put there, so it cannot go into waste. They have to be supported. And actually, if you look at it very well, the Mount Kenya contributes a huge chunk of the GDP of this country. So we cannot completely say that they have to be beaten down because of development and other things that have been taken to that region. We must admit that they are the center of us. When it comes to the issue of politics, the issue of economy, the issue of leadership, they do a lot of work for us as a country. So therefore, we must have those people taken care of. So if it's development, we have to see equal distribution of development projects across the country. That is very significant. That's very significant. Therefore, as we speak today, Raila Amolo Odinga and William Ruto are both of them watching each other closely, because nobody knows who can bring who down. Because right now, the position of Raila Amolo Odinga has become the flower guy, the person everyone is targeting. Because if Uhuru Kenyatta and Gachagua goes for Raila, that means that we know very well it is done very early in the morning. However, I've been listening to some of these leaders of Raila Amolo Odinga. That is the likes of Sam Atandi. He's saying that Uhuru Kenyatta did not give them cabinet secretaries, but William Ruto has given them. And that Uhuru Kenyatta lied to him. They are not true friends. They have even blamed Uhuru Kenyatta for the AUC loss, saying that Uhuru Kenyatta was decampaigning Raila Amolo Odinga. Yet, on my side, even I did a video and said, it is Raila Amolo Odinga who ignored Uhuru Kenyatta. This was just immediate president before William Ruto. This is someone you could have considered, at least even to talk to some of these presidents in West Africa, even in the Francophone and Anglophone and even the SADC. Because Uhuru Kenyatta is close to Mnangagwa, is close to South Africa, Ramaphosa, Cyril. So, in a nutshell, Uhuru Kenyatta has huge influence, because as we speak today, even the UN has recognized its peace talks that are going on. And they have ignored William Ruto's. That means very well that the influence and the efforts of Uhuru Kenyatta are recognized globally. And it is ideal Raila Amolo Odinga could have involved Uhuru Kenyatta in his campaigns. It could have been ideal. I'm going to do a video to say about Uhuru Kenyatta's blames that are coming out right now. However, it is very clear that the handshakes are possible. I don't know what you think as far as that is concerned. I don't know what Mount Kenya people will imagine if it happens that Raila Amolo Odinga are having a handshake with Gachagua. Will you vote for Raila Amolo Odinga as the president? See you next time for more videos. Please interact with me on the comment section.